In a small village hidden in the mountains, surrounded by vast fields of flowers and winding trails, lived an elderly woman named Helena. She was a beloved and respected figure by all, especially for her skill with plants and animals. Helena spent her days tending to her modest home and the gardens she meticulously cultivated, where medicinal herbs and flowers grew, filling the air with their fragrance. Perhaps as you hear this, you are reminded of someone like her, a person who dedicates love and care to the smallest details, always attentive, much like how you handle your own responsibilities. Helena's most faithful companion wasn't a plant, but an old gray cat named Bartolomeu. Barto, as she affectionately called him, had come into her life as a kitten, abandoned near her doorstep. Maybe you have experienced something similar, welcoming someone in a moment of need, feeling as if it were a destined encounter. From then on, Helena cared for him as if he were her child, much like you probably care for those you love, always present during the important moments. Barto, even with his skittish nature, showed deep affection for her, always following her in her daily chores. They shared a strong bond, like that quiet connection you sometimes have with someone special. No words, but full of understanding. However, as the years passed, Barto, now old and tired, began to withdraw from their daily routines. He spent more time in the corner of the porch, watching the horizon, as if something was changing within him. Helena noticed that something wasn't right, but as you probably do when you see someone dear becoming distant, she gave him space, waiting for him to come to her when he was ready. Then one day, Barto disappeared. Helena searched for him around the house, in the garden, and even in the nearby forest. She felt a deep emptiness, something you might have felt in moments of loss or distance from someone important. It was as if a part of her was disappearing. Determined to find him, she began walking along the trails they used to explore together, calling his name. And in that silence, Helena thought about everything they had lived through. You have likely reflected like this, searching for answers in memories that don't always come easily. After much searching, Helena found Barto lying beneath a tree, in a place he had always loved. He was peaceful, as if he was ready to go. Perhaps this reminds you of times when you had to let someone go, even when you wanted to hold on longer. Helena then sat beside him, stroking his soft fur as the sun set on the horizon. In that moment, she realized that love isn't just in presence, but in accepting the inevitable goodbyes. And just as you have had to be strong in difficult times, Helena found comfort in her memories, knowing that her love for Barto would live on, even though he was no longer by her side. Whether in life, relationships, or the choices we make, there is always something that unites and separates us. The important thing, as Helena discovered, is what we do with the time we have. And just as Helena found peace in her journey of acceptance, we can remember that there is comfort and strength in divine promises. The verse that came to her heart was, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Psalm 34:18. This verse gave her the strength to carry on, reminding her that even in the pain of loss, we are never alone, and that God, in His infinite goodness, sustains us through every moment. Be blessed.